name is Laura Fernandez, and I'm here with Vladik. You want to do it again?
No, it's all good. What was it like for you to move from a visual art form to, which was painting, to composing and creating your music?
Well, I still paint, and I always did music even before I was a painter. I actually started off probably earlier doing music than to do painting. So, I mean, to me, they're all the same thing. You know, you're just using a different medium. Instead of using colors, I'm using notes and sounds to create colors, and with words you also create moods and colors. So it's like using a different kind of pencil, you know, or a different kind of palette. That's all. For me, it all comes from the same place, so it was not a big leap. I think I know that I've connected with them mostly when they come up to me afterwards and they say, you know, that really moved me and I really loved your show. And obviously when they come back and I see the same faces, you know, over and over again in the audiences. People write me, you know, people will buy your record if they really like what you're doing. But mostly, you know, it's like if you can get somebody to just listen and they're quiet in the room, you know that you're connecting with them on some level. You know, I write in English and in Spanish, so a lot of the people that come and see me don't necessarily understand what I'm saying, but they always tell me afterwards that they understood through the music and through the performance what I was singing about. So it's not always about understanding every word. I think you get like an overall view of an experience from an artist that isn't always about words, music, notes.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's nice. Is there a genre of music that you've ever, you know, been tempted to dabble in? Folk, heavy metal?
You know, strange that you should say that. You know, I love all forms of music and all kinds of music. I was raised on classical music and opera and jazz. I was also raised on just great songwriting, Jacques Brel and a lot of the French singer-songwriters and Spanish singer-songwriters. And when I moved to Canada, I was exposed to American music and pop music, and so I love that too. To me, it's all great music, you know, and I take influences from everything that I do. So I can't even remember what the question was. But,
just wondering if there was another genre that maybe you wanted to dabble in, or
you know, I just always have loved every kind of music, and I've tried different things. I mean, I've obviously played classical music and I play jazz, and I have played, my first CD was a folk pop CD, so I've done folk music. Although I always, you know, color a little bit outside the lines. My last CD was very Latin jazz, but it also had Latin folk. I'm tempted to do some blues. I love blues and have written some songs that are kind of blues oriented. And believe it or not, one of my songs was done as a heavy metal song one time, which I couldn't believe. It was like a really slow folk ballad that I wrote, and this band had invited me to come and see them. It was my birthday, and as a gift to me on stage, they played a heavy metal version of the song, and I could not believe it. So, well,
I know that's not what you're going to be playing for us right now, but you're gonna give us a little sampling of of what you do.
Well, I'll play. Since I've been doing a lot of Latin music lately, I'll play a Spanish song for you.
Okay.
And this is the first Spanish song I wrote. So it's actually on both my albums. My current albums in different arrangements.
Okay.
But this is the way I wrote it. Mi amor, te doy mi corazón.
Laura, thank you so much.